What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to where we're picking up where we left off in one of our previous videos. We're over here at Skyview still, and we've got some mods that are about to be pulled out of this little storage location here in a second. Just taking a look here at this 2020 259 D3. This is Cat's latest revision of the youngest version of what was my 259 B3. And I actually made a lot of changes to this thing. It's got the multi-bar tracks on it, which I had on my machine. I like them a lot. Speaking of tracks, that is the modification that we're doing to my SVL90, the new skid steer that we have on the channel. If you guys missed that video, I'll link that above. You can see that we've got these beauties right here. And they are thick. They're 450 by 86 by 56, I think. 58. Yeah, they're big. They're not small. But when you get a big skid steer, you get big tracks. So we got them all loaded up. Anybody local, man, these guys are awesome. They're super helpful, very knowledgeable, always have a lot of stuff in stock. And yeah, we bought new tracks for the SVL90. We'll go into that here in a minute. Very, very necessary change, to say the least. But the guy that I bought my skid steer off of also happens to own this one right here, and Jake and I were just kind of coming out to check it out. 2-speed 259 B3, kind of like the younger version. A whacker mug and a cat.
It even comes with coffee.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, dude. These new machines are nice.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, the interior of that one compared to yours, wow.
Very different. Got a lot of our switches up here. Everything feels super new. This thing is a 2020, like brand new spanking new. It's got a backup camera. Here's your throttle right here, just a little twist throttle. You've got your HVAC controls, park and unlock. You've got your hydraulic flow, which is up here. You've got your little horn. Does it work well?
It works.
Yeah, nice. Open and close the windows. It's got the 2 safety bar style. It's even got a radio. Dang, dude. It's cat branded.
That has my sticker.
All right, enough of him. Now, one thing I like about these new Cats is they actually have these safety handles, so you can actually remove the whole windshield if in the instance you get stuck. It's kind of a safety exit option, whereas on my machine it was actually the back window, and they actually have these here too. You can pull on this and it removes the seal and you can exit out the back. And honestly, when you're operating, sometimes that can be a little scary. There was an emergency hydraulic release valve, which you could use to put the boom down if that's the case. But like I had mentioned, on these machines, you can see where the door opens. Really interesting. So if you have this, pull your safety brake off, and you have your boom up, even the slightest bit, you can see you actually can't open the door. Nonetheless, though, extremely nice piece of equipment. Jumping in. Yeah, feel it out, dude. It's pretty nice. And then Skyview up here, not a paid promotion by any means, but obviously the equipment enthusiasts that we are, they're a dealer for Whacker Newson. This is their 75 horsepower version, and they're pretty slick machines. One of the coolest things is that I've noticed is the amount of room that you have to work on this 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. I thought my SVL90 was very serviceable, but this is like a whole new level. Plus, an interesting thing is they do have an EGR valve and an EGR cooler on them, but they don't have a DPF because they meet the Tier 4 emissions requirements without having a DPF. So that's kind of fascinating. You don't really see that much on any modern skid steers. It's actually the first that I have seen. So this is a big machine, large frame machine, mid-size power, 75 horsepower. You got your hydrostatic accessory coupler. Huge door, mind you, massive door. Climb on in this thing here. Ooh, it's even got the keys in it. Controls are located on both pillars. You got your throttle. You've got your little screen up here too. So many electronics in these new machines. It's got a built-in Bluetooth radio. No copyright claims here. Everything's pretty nice. You need your seatbelt on this one. Controls feel nice. Kind of like how the boom is very tucked back. Be able to see the bucket super easily. Some machines you actually don't have to put your seatbelt on to turn the parking brake off. It's nice. I really didn't know all that much about Whacker. They even put little stop pads here on the quick disconnect arms. That's kind of cool. It's the little details that go a long way.
Still not as nice as the Kubota to get into.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm with the man. No safety bar, just a seatbelt.
I like it. Dangerous.
Got an air ride seat.
Oh, come on, easy.
Whoa! Whoa! What was that, dude?
Bro,
dude, what the hell just happened, bro? That was a bird on a suicide mission, dude.
No, he just couldn't see through the glass.
That was a vendetta bird, bro. I can't believe I was filming that, dude. The adventure gets more and more interesting as we pick up skid steer parts. Air ride seat, air ride suspension. There's a lot of similarities here.
Wow, that's sweet.
Accurate depiction of what it feels like to drive the Ford, which you could do if you want a chance to win that truck. 5 times entries are live for not only that 17 Super Duty Power Stroke with air ride suspension, but also $15,000 cash. So if you guys want to get entered, check out Enthusiast, grab some gear, and all your entries get automatically submitted. The giveaway ends December 15th, and mind you, if you've had somewhat of a rough 2020, pretty much like everybody in the entire world, consider starting your 2021 with that truck and that cash in your pocket. I could play all day, but we got tracks to install. Yo, should we level her out? She's looking a little tilted at the moment.
I don't know, can we?
I don't know. Can we? Ho-ho! Look at that. Perfect. So this is self-leveling, but we just don't have that turned on right now. We actually haven't programmed exactly where we want that to be yet. So we just do it manually. But with those little Hadley arms, if we had that on, once we added this payload in the back of the truck, it would have detected that and self-leveled itself. How the hell did that bird even fly away? Like, he hit that glass, full flight speed, turned around, and was just like, nah, I'm good, dude, I'm fine. It's like when you do something dumb to yourself and it really hurt, but you're around all your friends and you play it off like you're good.
Just like I told you the other day, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. That bird was tough as nails.
And dumb as a brick.
And dumb as a brick.
So changing tracks has a reputation for being very difficult. Now, I can't speak for the Kubota, so we'll find out soon. But if you have good neighbors, like I do, I'm very blessed to have great neighbors, that also have equipment, definitely makes the process a little bit easier. If you don't have another piece of equipment to help in the heavy lifting, well, you can see why it would be challenging. Tracks are heavy. This thing has way darker tint than the Ford. I think it's 15% on the windshield. I drove it this morning to the gym at 5 a.m. and
you couldn't see.
I literally didn't know. Thanks for the ride, dude. I don't know if you guys have actually seen this one on the channel or not. The good old 254 that's camouflaged. Kind of a funny story about this piece of machinery. My neighbor actually bought it from auction, and it was already spray painted this way. They didn't do that. Story behind the spray paint is the previous guy that didn't make his payments and inevitably had it repoed. He knew that it was going to get repoed. Probably got like 17 letters from the bank in the mail, and finally one saying that we're coming to take our machine back because we own it from you because we're the bank. So we painted it this way and tried to hide it in the woods.
How are you floating right now?
Are you intimidated? Really? 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 Are you kidding me? We're beating them, boys! We're not gonna let them by. Come on, doggies! Come on, doggies! Also, a lot of you guys were asking about this white Cadillac from the video where Jake and I surprised my wife with the muddy Jeep, aka the lifted Jeep. That would be my mom. She's up here hanging out with little Jack the Fourth today. So if you see the Cadillac with black wheels in the background, then you know. And if you wonder why I love vehicles so much, it's because of my parents. She got that Cadillac, threw an Enthusiast decal on it, first mod, pretty solid first mod, and then got her wheels powder coated. I was pretty proud of her for that. She calls me, she's like, hey, you'll be proud of me. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm getting my wheels powder coated. I'm like, have you been following DURTYMAX Jack on YouTube? He does that from time to time. Alright guys, so today we're switching out the tracks on the brand new SVL 90. You guys can't recall, they've got these pad style tracks. Pad style track. They are good tracks. They're a lower cost track. They just don't really suit all of the use cases that I'm going to be using this machine for. You'll see these a lot used in like heavy-duty construction applications. They're really good on asphalt. Terrible ride, but I mean it's a skid steer. Some people rate ride quality. I really don't even consider that because it's a piece of equipment. It's a piece of steel on the ground, literally, that weighs almost 12,000 pounds. But these are really for like hard, dry dirt work, asphalt work, and blacktop work, and we're going to be using this thing to snow, we're going to be using it on gravel, so they're not really all that ideal. Fortunately, the guys over at Skyview are awesome. These tracks came from Skyview, and they're helping me out as a local equipment owner to make sure that I can accommodate my needs. So I gave them a buzz after I picked the machine up and learned that those tracks came from them, and I said, hey guys, do you have anything else that are going to be good for like multiple use cases? Pretty much everything that I explained. and they had these babies in stock right here. So these are what are called sawtooth tracks. They're similar to the multi-bar that I had on my Caterpillar in the way that they're good in pretty much every condition. My big thing is I wanted good grip in soft dirt, hard dirt, asphalt, rock, concrete, snow. And being that I live at elevation, at least elevation is what we consider in Pennsylvania. Anybody from out west is like,
Elevation.
yeah, right. But anyway, those guys were awesome. They said they had these in stock, so they gave them to me. We're gonna swap them out for those. We're gonna bring those back to them on this skid, and then we're gonna be set up, and I'm gonna have my perfect machine. That was the only complaint that I had about that unit when I bought it. We had to get chopping and getting that stuff switched out. I was gonna say, this would have been a really good size comparison between the size of my old machine. This is a 254B, I believe. I had the 259 versus the 90. I'm actually gonna use this machine in a future video to compare the pros and cons of each. I've come up with a really healthy list, so to any of my equipment guys out there that wanna learn a few things about my firsthand experience of those two machines, definitely stay tuned and definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that comes out of these things. Prepped, sterilized, and ready to go in?
Far from sterile, but we're ready. Oh, yeah, that's gross.
That's a nice chunk of grease right there.
Oh, it smells like silage. Good job, Jake. I love the support, brother. All right, guys, new day, little windy. Sorry about any wind noise that comes through. It's been like Chicago and Pennsylvania lately this year. I don't know, maybe I moved and I just forgot. We got the pad tracks loaded up in the Denali. Those things weigh an absolute ton. We got to get those back to Skyview. All right, we are back up at the house, been running around doing errands all morning, getting stuff done. I went to go register and get the plate for Delmonico, and I realized that I forgot this very special, powerful binder right here. So I had to come back up to the house, specifically to grab this, which was quite out of the way of the things that I needed to do, and now I'm back here, and it's actually gotten considerably nicer out today, whereas it was rainy this morning. And well, rather than taking the Denali, I think what we need to do is fire up the C7Z. I have to take full advantage of any nice weather that remains before it gets freezing for the next few months. Gotta keep the ass warm. All right. Let's see. And he's got his phone out still, look at him. True enthusiast road encounters are priceless. See that car right there? And now we're over here in Essex because we have to pick up a quick bolt for the SVL 90. What better way than showing up to buy equipment parts in your Corvette, right? Keeping it casual, boys. Got the goods, boys. It still genuinely blows my mind that this car, making all this horsepower, over 800 at the wheel, sounding like that, and a few clicks of a button can sound completely stock. Ah, the power of NPP valves. Crazy thing is, have you guys ever seen a grade 8 bolt that's pink? I don't know if this one's coated. It kind of looks like it's gold up underneath, but if you look at it, it's actually somewhat of a bronze pink. I don't know, kind of weird. Can you smell anything on it?
Smells like a bolt.
Oh, at least we didn't get chipped. Look at the pretty bolts that match the Kubota. You'd almost think it was intentional. Clean off the boots before we get inside. You've got to be polite. So we're gonna let the machine warm up here for a few minutes, but here's what we got going on, guys. Take a walk with me into my backyard. But as you guys can see, it's pretty much all dirt right now. It looks like a construction site because my intent was to clear as much of this stuff out so I can grade this, bring some topsoil in once we're done, get it nice and smooth, and then plant seed in the spring. I want to try and use as much of this ground as possible because you can see the dirt is dark. Lots of nutrients in it. We're gonna continue in this kind of like ground preparation project by trying to pull rock out of up here. That's a track buster too right there. If you don't pay attention, man, and you turn on that rock, it'll catch this edge or this edge and it'll kick your track right off. We're gonna mess with the grapple bucket right now because once you get them out, the rock bucket's good for that, but the grapple bucket's really nice for grabbing them and moving them. So let's get started.
Rock? It's a boulder!
Wait, what's he say? It's a rock! I thought it, wait, Casey, insert SpongeBob now.
It's just a stupid boulder!
It's not just a boulder! It's a rock! It's a big, beautiful, old rock!
You're a true SpongeBob fan if you got that right, Jake.
I know I did because I love that episode.
Very many reasons why an SVL 90 was great buy. Look at this freaking hole, man. It's freaking halfway to the swimming pool that my wife wants. Hope she doesn't watch this vlog. All right, here we are, boys. Rock numero uno out. Numero dos. This guy though, this guy right here is big. Generally, it's a good indication if I can get a tooth under this. As you can see, we're about 2 foot down now, and it'll budge. Has this one budged at all?
Not that I've noticed, no.
Yeah, it hasn't budged.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
You were wrong. I'm the true SpongeBob fan here, man. Anybody else like SpongeBob? Drop a comment below. What's your favorite cartoon? We're talking like from our era. Like, I'm 28. Jake's like 18. Nah, he's an adult, it's fine.
Dad and Eddie.
Oh, dude, that is a great one.
Cartoon Network, man.
Yo, I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog, like Cat Dog, Pen and Stimpy, Rugrats. Oh, that was good. My parents never let me watch that one growing up, though. I guess because they were adults and they realized all of the innuendos that they actually put in those cartoons. Rocket Power was good. Dexter's Lab. Dude, Dexter was a boss, bro.
Powder Puff Girls.
I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I used to get home from school every day and I used to put bagel bites in the microwave. I remember it was like for 1:30. By the time my bagel bites were done, there was like 10 minutes left of Powder Puff Girls and I would eat my bagel bites, not even pay attention to the cartoons. And then I just potato out for all the other great cartoons that came on afterwards.
Jimmy Neutron.
Dude, how could we be so forgetful? That was fantastic. What the hell happened to the great cartoons, man? Damn, we're getting old, dude.
Don't talk about it.
So should we see what's over here? Oh man, that was fun. First real digging project with the 90, man, and it killed it. We ripped up little rocks, big rocks, boulders, topsoil, clay. These are gonna be nice for a future project where we are gonna do some landscaping where we ever so strategically place some rocks and build some nice wall structures. Leverage is a beautiful thing. I harp and preach that all the time, and well, we just saw a beautiful instance where it can be freaking powerful, man. So I think what I'm gonna do now, leave this mostly open. I'm gonna tip rocks like this back in, and then any other rocks that I find in the area, I might just throw them back in to kind of fill up some of the volume and then grade this back out flat. Dig a hole, 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 dig a hole. All right, guys, I just realized that the other SD card that we were using, we completely maxed out. So that's where we're gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning along as always. I know that y'all have been asking for the homestead equipment type videos, and we like to kind of sprinkle them in from time to time. We got a lot done this time around, man. That SVL 90 is a monster. So that being said, grab your 5 times entries for Dream Diesel giveaway number 14. That airbag F250 and 15 grand could be yours here very soon. As a matter of fact, right in the beginning of 2021. Tap that subscribe button, notification bell, and the like button on your way out. We'll see y'all in the next upload.